Hi guys, this is Giovanni from Given to Rock for another chart about Iron Maiden, this time about live albums. Before starting, please subscribe and leave a comment and leave a like, only if you like the video of course, but subscribe. So let's start talking about Iron Maiden live albums, worst to best, of course, my personal opinion and preference. Last position for NVivo. This is a very good live album, and this is Chile from the flag, from the colors here. It's monumental live album in terms of audience. The only thing is that is the Final Frontier tour, and I really dislike that album. It's my least favorite of the Iron Maiden discography, so only for this reason I never paid attention to this live album. Sorry. So this is the last one, Nights of the Dead, Legacy of the Beast, live in Mexico City. So I was in this tour. It was a very good tour with a lot of old tracks from the past. Very good set list. The only thing is that Bruce Dickinson in this date is in Mexico City, wasn't really at his best. His performance is not his usual great performance. So overall, I think that this album is not as great as many others, mainly because of this reason. This is Flight 666, and the reason why is not in the first part of my personal chart is that I don't really like the editing. I don't know, there's something in the images that is not my taste, and maybe at the time I wasn't even following that much the band. So I bought this DVD, it's a documentary plus the concert, but I wasn't really in love with it. And despite the very good set list, the set list is maybe the best set list they had in a live album, but overall I never loved this album, mainly for the video part. This is Death on the Road, and it's got a very good set list because this one is the Dance of Death tour, and it's one of maybe my favorite post reunion. I wasn't in love with this live album. Maybe the sound, the overall sound, I wasn't in love with it, but I love the set list, and yeah, from now on I think that I'm very satisfied with this from this position onwards. This is a Book of Soul live chapter. I really like this live for mainly because I was there, not there, but I was participating in the tour, and this one is one of my favorite Iron Maiden concerts. I don't know why, I really enjoy the stage, the atmosphere. I don't know, it's a personal thing. And also I really like the Book of Souls, and the song fit really well the live environment. So when it came out a couple of years ago, I really enjoyed this. Made in England 88. This is the only one that I have here. The rest of the collection, I think I have them all, not all of them, but most of them I have them in Italy. So this is the only one that I can show here. And this one is a very strange concert because it's the set list is not usual. The set list, Iron Maiden set lists are always the same, but this one's got few songs not play often, like Still Life or Die With Your Boots On from Peace of Mind, or The Prisoner from The Number of the Beast, or even Killers. This one, of course, sang by Bruce Dickinson instead of Paul Di'Anno. So this live is a little fast. They played really fast, and Bruce Dickinson wasn't at his best as well, but it's a very good live album overall. This is live at Donington, August the 22nd, 1992. I'm very attached to this period. For this one I have the VHS. It came out in the period when I was starting following the band. I was just a kid, so I think I consumed the tape of the VHS. The tour was the Fear of the Dark tour, and that period, few tracks from Fear of the Dark, and the good tracks from Fear of the Dark, they are really great live, like Wasting Love, Fear of the Dark, Afraid to Shoot Strangers, Be Quick or Be Dead as an opener, very good live. This is a real live Dead one. I'm old, so I still have the two separate CDs, but now you can find it in one CD. So this one, usually majority of people dislike the sound of this live, but I love it. It's not perfect. It's by Steve Harris. It was managed by Steve Harris. It's not perfect, but for me, it's the Maiden sound. There are some tunes they sound great to me, like Hallowed Be the Name or Fear of the Dark. It's raw, but it's powerful, and the set list overall is great. So, and again, it was the time when I was a kid, when I was I think this one was my first Iron Maiden CD, a real live one. So imagine how attached I'm to it. Second one, the Monumental Rocking Rio. I have it in CD and DVD. This one is a great live album, but when you play in Rio, it is always, you know, a win-win situation. And also it was the reunion. It was the Brave New World tour and the first tour with 3 guitars. The set list is great because I really like the album as well. So there are songs that for me they are monumental, like Blood Brothers Live or The Clansman, one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs from this live. Ghost of the Navigator as well. This is a perfect concert. The band was in a perfect shape. First position, I know it was obvious, but it's Live After Death. Band at its best, even if Bruce Dickinson in some tunes is not perfect, but it was a world slavery tour, so they were touring like there was no tomorrow and no rest as well for him. Singing these songs almost every night, it was very tiring. So respect for Bruce Dickinson. About the set list, what can we say? It was a Power Slave tour, so Power Slave, SSI, Ram of the Ancient Mariner, as well as, you know, the hits just from the day before, the year before, or 2 years before, like The Number of the Beast or Revelations. It's a kind of live greatest hits from the first 5 albums of the band, and this is the best of the band. That's my opinion. So this was my opinion. You let me know what you think. Do you know these live albums? Let's talk about music as always. Please subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a like. Rock and roll, guys.